Guten Tag, mes amis, wie geht's? C'est moi, Dieter. Ich bin Dieter. So yeah, this is a follow-up. If any of you are thinking of getting into building your own tube amplifier, I highly recommend it if you're not scared of electricity. You should respect electricity and be very careful when you do it. And if you don't know anything about it, well, then this is probably something you shouldn't get into. But Dieter likes to live on the edge, so he gave it a go, and his first one was very successful. So you're going to have to build one of these. It's called a light bulb limiter, and you can't buy these things. You have to make it. So I got there's stuff you can look online to see, and what you do, because you know, when you build your own amplifier, you've got your the common phrase amongst amp builders is you got your irons, which are your step down transformers and your step up your AC and DC transformers, and they're very expensive and they're easy to ruin if they're not hooked up right. So what you do to save those, they're the most expensive parts of the amplifier. That's why your amplifier weighs so much. I'll show you what they are. And the best ones are made in Canada or the United States. So these are your irons. And they're very expensive. And so you want to protect them. So what you do is you plug your amplifier into this thing and then into the wall. And you want to use, now people get this wrong. The higher the wattage is, the less current resistance. So you want a low wattage, 40 watt or 20 watt bulb in there, because it will restrict the current flow. You don't want too much current running through your amplifier build if you've hooked up something wrong. So this protects that. So if you get it right, this will glow. If it starts glowing really bright and pops, you got a problem. So you just shut it off. So isn't that cool? So yeah, it was fun to make, and I think I did a good job of this. So if anyone wants, I can build you one for $1,000. Just kidding. But I highly recommend if you've got the inclination and some skill. The thing I found the most difficult with my champ build, and amp builders will tell you this, is it's kind of like building a ship in a bottle, and I was amazed I got it right the first time. Yeah, first time's a charm. So that gave me some confidence to try this more complicated. This more complicated one, and don't do what Dieter's doing, stick your fingers in there, because these capacitors can carry a lethal charge. But before I did this demonstration, I discharged those things. So anyway, I thought you might find that interesting if you're into guitar. You know, there's aspects if you play electric guitar or you have a pickup. You're going to need an amplifier and I don't know. It really made my COVID time more interesting. I took my mind off my ballooning belly, which I'm working on diminishing, right? Anyway, have a good day, mes amis. Whatever you're doing, keep plucking. And haben Sie einen gutes Tag. And I hope you have a wonderful day in your neighborhood. Wiedersehen.